Hello, fellows engineers, site engineers, and all those people who are trying to transform their career. This video is so much important for you people because in today's this video, I'm going to present you people and going to share with you the right strategy, how you have to understand project planning, control popular questions, and how to answer them. Through such kind of strategy, which I'm going to share with you in today's video, I have helped like thousands of engineers out there, right? So this is based on my experience while serving in oil and gas industry, construction industry. I know it very well on the basis of my 15 years of field experience, which was like totally on the side of project planning control. Every time you are going to face any job interview, either you are a civil engineer, electrical, mechanical, so these are the important 11 questions you never ever forget to prepare, right? So this is something I'm going to share with you from real tested industry based scenario. So are you ready? So stay there till the end of today's session because I'm gonna add too much value because on the basis of these 10 to 15 minutes, you can better close your job interview deals, right? Remember one thing, whatever company is going to offer you, that is depending on your performance of job interview. So if your job interview is good, they are going to get convinced by your offer, right? Otherwise, they are going to, trap you somewhere there in the low salary kind of range. So before getting into the detail of today's video, I would request you people to subscribe this channel and moreover, write in the comment section area. So randomly, my team is going to pick 5 random guys who are going to write in the comment section area and give you another scenario to get connect with me for more interactive job interview session, right? So guys, here we go. And on your screen, you can see explain. Whenever you are going to appear in any job interview, it is not like that they are going to open Primavera P6 or any document and they are going to ask you the things. Okay, we are more interested to ask you like what is finish to start relationship, what is start to start. They first check you. They just want to check your confidence. Tell me about your previous project. Tell me about yourself. Okay, so don't ignore these kind of things. Generally, they are going to ask you, tell me about yourself. Either you are going to show up for planning engineer or any other job interview, your introduction. But the most important thing relevant to your field is tell me about your recent project. Like, if you are randomly showing up in that job interview and you are not prepared for that and you are just making it like in your resume, I have learned Primavera P6 and I have this much experience, but you have no idea about your recent project. So then it's like a first checkpoint. They are going to ask you, okay, goodbye, tata, right? So there are more information. Always show up in job interview with the complete project profile. You must know about your recent project, total cost, total duration, total labor man hours, total non-labor man hours. The important thing which is also inside that project, how much tonnage of steel you have utilized. So this is something like very important you have to prepare. And lesson learned, right? So you have to show up in any job interview with experience, first thing. And the second thing, you have to come across with all that data which I'm sharing with you right now. Total man hours and categorize them: labor man hours, non-labor machinery man hours, total cost, total duration, and important contractual milestones, right? That is what you need to prepare. The first important thing. Now, the second most important thing, if you are going to cross this barrier, like you are okay with the explanation of your recent project. I know a lot of people are thinking at the same time, we just got the training and we are just trying to transform our career. Just write in the comment section area and I'm going to guide you about that one as well in my upcoming video. Okay, how to show up your experience in your profile. The second most important question is what documents. This is the most popular question. Like you are being hired by any company, this company is just going to assume, okay, we are going to hire you, so we need to start any project schedule. So what kind of documents you will be requiring from us to start your project schedule? So there are multiple documents, guys. First of all, contract agreement, your BOQ. If the project is BOQ based, then you are going to require BOQ. If the project is EPC, then you will be requiring design milestones, procurement milestones, client requirements, construction milestones, right? Feed documents. So all these documents, including contract agreement, BOQ, feed documents, right, tender documents, productivity sheets, scope requirement, like what kind of templates you need us to develop that project schedule. So all these documents are required to start your project schedule, right? So the third most important thing, what are project schedule levels? Actually, whenever you are going to start any project, planning and scheduling, it is not like that all of a sudden you are going to make a full-fledged detailed plan. There are different kind of levels. So at the very initial stage, when your hire team is going to compile your project feasibility, at that level they are going to compile level 1 schedule. And at the tender stage, contractor on the basis of this level 1 schedule is going to submit a tender schedule, which is considered at level 2 schedule. Now once project is awarded, after that, our team is going to compile that project schedule, which is loaded with WBS. Let me share with you people all of this one in Primavera P6. Like, this is something like a level 3 schedule in which every single thing is loaded there. WBS is there, see, every single thing, all the WBS is there, all the WBS. After that, all the activities are loaded. All the activity relationships are there. Duration is there. Critical path method is developed. Green color, red color activities. So this is called, level 3 schedule, okay, which is going to give you ultimately logical network diagram in which all WBS activities, relationships, duration, and critical path method ultimately is there. Now, after this one, there is level 4 schedule. The difference between level 3 and level 4 is only resources. Level 3 is there, and if you are going to assign your resources, for example, right now this is level 3 schedule, and if I'm going to add resources in this project schedule, like I'm going to show you over here. If I show you, you can see over here resources, their man hours are there. So this will become level 4 schedule. This is the most detailed one, right? And then there is level 5 schedule. Level 5 schedule means the schedule which you are going to discuss in your execution phase for the next 10 days, like that is look ahead plan, the focused planning, that is called level 5 schedule, which you are going to take one slice out of the complete project schedule. Okay, so that is how you are going to do this one. And moreover, if you are going to learn all of these things, the comprehensive training program like project scheduling, Primavera P6, construction management, project management, Cloud AI, and other tools like tracking AI tool like Plaxel, then you are all welcome to write in the comment section area, because I'm going to conduct live free masterclass on this Sunday, right? So if you are going to write in the comment section area, my team is going to pick random people out there and going to provide the opportunity, because there are limited seats. The next one is, what is weightage and ROC? Weightage and ROC, rule of credit. Actually, whenever you are going to track down your project progress, what happens actually, your company is going to define certain values to different kind of deliverables. For example, here we go. So these are the major 5 things. Like, you are going to start your project with preliminaries, design or engineering phase, procurement phase, construction phase. So this is something like the weightage with respect to 100%. 3%, to the preliminary, 8% to the engineering, and likewise in page 2, you can see the 3% of this preliminary documents in which you have project documents, QA/QC documents, all these documents, right? So that is how it has been divided. So this is relative percentage based value. Okay, rule of credit. And I can show you, if you go into the page number 3, all these, things, 13%, 64%, 22% has been taken from here. See, okay. So, and then you can see these are the weightages. And if I show you, this is how you are going to utilize them. The weightage, the value of component divided by the total value of project. Rule of credit, like if this activity will be done in procurement, like MR or request or quotation will be done, so this progress will be calculated, like 1.5% value of work is done. If this activity is done, then 1%, and collectively it's gonna be a 2.5%. You are going to add 1.5 with 1, it is gonna make it cumulative. Then this one, then see, that is how you are going to calculate your project. This specific deliverable or activity progress for every certain item. So these are called rule of credit. So, companies are going to define with the consent of client and consultant. These are predefined things on any project, right? Then what is project total float? Limit. Basically, when you are going to develop your project schedule level 3, so the total float is the byproduct. You know it very well. When we are going to create our critical paths method, and it is very important thing to understand. If I open here the layout, open, and I'm gonna open here, critical paths method. Okay, so here we go. So total float. See, this is total float. Somewhere we have 7, somewhere we have 127, 85, 167. So when we are going to analyze our total float here, so what is the limit? So here you can see our total project duration is something like here 256, right? But how we are going to make our project schedule quality? See, so you can see here somewhere it is 51, 57, 247, 0, 55. It depends. Total float always depends on two parameters: length plus duration, which you are going to provide, and plus constraints, which are going to be settled to incorporate your project based ground realities, internal dependencies and external dependencies. So these three major criteria are going to drive your critical path method. Okay, so at the moment you have to look into the links. So the total float, basically the limit of total float must be 10. Some projects are going to allow 5%, some projects are going to allow 10%, and some projects are going to allow, but the maximum limit is 20%. What 20%? The total project duration. If your project total duration is 300 days, so on your project, before starting it, client is going to give you a range, maybe 5 to 10%. So 5% of this one, how much? 15. And 10% will be 30 days. So you are going to take an average, that is going to be like 45 divided by 22 days. So your total float must not more than these days, right? So that is how you are going to make it set up. What is critical chain? Critical chain, same something I have explained earlier in our critical path method. Level 4 plan. When your project is loaded with your resources, this is called critical chain based program. Now your project is not only following the link which has been provided by you among activities, finish to start, something like that. It is also depending on the availability of resources, their man hours. So the resource loaded program is called critical chain. Okay, what you need to create recovery schedule and what are the steps. This is a long topic. Basically, I have already uploaded one video. You can go there, link up, click on that link and watch that in very detailed way. Okay, but recovery schedule is something like you will be having maybe 3 months remaining in completion of your project, and there is 30% work remaining, right? So you are going to sit with your experts and they are just telling you, okay, this is not achievable, so we have to just redefine our baseline. We don't need to disturb this completion day. So there are steps. First, you are going to consider remaining work in remaining time. You are going to re-strategize your all activity links, and you are going to analyze in doing so if there is any out of sequence of activities with remaining time, with remaining work, and there are complete steps to follow it. And even I have shared with you the link, and you can go and watch this in very detailed way. And moreover, will be a complete analysis when you are going to set one recovery schedule. Okay, so what is PMS and how to define? PMS is performance or progress measurement sheets. It comes to tracking. So here we go. For example, this is something you have created. Let me share with you a basic layout diagram on the dashboard. Here we are. So I'm gonna add, for example, this is I want to convert into project measurement sheet. This is my project schedule is done, right? So on Primavera P6, you are going to have, there are two type of PMS, P6 based and Excel based, right? P6 based is simply earned value management based. Like if I share with you layout, I have already added these columns, and this is something like earned value management based. See, and you can see all the columns like performance percent complete, schedule percent complete, actual cost, SPI, CPI, SV, CV, budget at completion. But Let me explain the famous one, the Excel based, which will be taken from Primavera P6 based data. Okay, guys, now I'm going to present you people the PMS creation in Excel sheet on the basis of, Primavera P6 data. So I'm going to select all of this data, copy this one, and then I'm going to share with you a blank Excel sheet over here. I'm going to make it Control V. So there you can create this, not create, you can download one tool, which is Plexel. Simply you can add on in your Excel adds on, right? So this will be showing up over here. Very simple. You can visit the website plexel.com and there is all the method given there. It's in just seconds, how to create this one. Basically, this is tracking sheet I'm going to create. It's a free of cost. This tool is going to create this Excel sheet in few seconds. Grouping is done. Plexel. This is the feature create PMS. And here I have to provide the information, what is regular off day on my calendar, okay, what is start data column, what is finish date column, and what is the criteria or parameter on the basis of which I need to create progress measurement sheet. So just in few seconds, see, just in few seconds, that's what is already done. In few seconds, every single thing is created. Your plan value, your activity percent complete, your variance, your quantity based update of progress, your each and everything is there. So this is something like PMS, progress measurement tracking sheet. Okay, so that is what. And then what is after the explain EVMS now? Earned value management analysis is a project management technique on the basis of which you are going to calculate your project status. Now there are three factors are going to utilize to calculate key performance indicators by earned value management. There are famous earned value management indicators. I have shown you in my previous PMS on Excel. Let me show you again. If you want to, there is one thing given here in Excel, but I just want to show you on Primavera P6 one more time. Here we go, layout, open, no, and I can show you here earned value management. See, these are the parameters, earned value. This is called performance percent complete, like how much work is done on site area as per the plan, how much work is supposed to done as per plan, and then actual cost. These are the criterias for earned value. On the basis of this one, you are going to calculate SPI, CPI, SV, CV, budget at completion. So this is earned value management based, and KPI is called key performance indicators. Now these are the key performance indicators for earned value management analysis. One, you are going to start your execution, you are going to start tracking your project progress. It will all be there, right? So let me share with you one project over here. Here we go. This is something like I have already updated, so you can see the things here. See, because this project is in progress actually. Can you see blue color bars? So that is how you have to explain. Okay, so performance percent complete, schedule percent complete, actual schedule. So in job interview, when you are clear with the concepts, you are just playing with the words. You have core, but when you are just without the concept, you are just running on the lines on the words and you have no idea what you are saying, then it is like really you are struggling. So first you have to take a deep dive into the concept, the way I'm explaining them. Just write them down, right? And before writing them down, don't forget to write in the comment section area so that I can add you in my upcoming something like more active workshop for planning engineer job interviews or any other masterclass, right? So that is what I need you people to participate. So that is how you can explain your earned value management analysis. And the next thing is, what is the difference between, that is very important question for senior level people who are like with few years of experience, like what is the difference between recovery schedule and revised schedule? Let me explain this thing here. You are doing one project, okay? So just imagine your project is going to complete on 31st of August, right? 31st of August. Let me draw it on Primavera P6 so that you can not, get confused, right? Just 1 minute. The difference between recovery schedule and, so here we go. So this is your project timeline, okay? For example, so let me explain this one. This is your project timeline and this is your data date where you are standing right now, okay? Like you are standing here in the June somewhere. This is your data date. At this data date, your current progress is 46%, okay? That is not too much. and your 50% time is gone, like 6 months are remaining. So if your company is going to take a decision like in rest of 6 months, you have to complete your 54% work. In remaining time, remaining work need to be reshuffled, re-strategized. So you are not going to disturb this completion date. No, you will just rearrange your links like this one, this activity, rearrange. So that is called recovery schedule. But if somehow you are actually standing somewhere, okay, here, like here, and this is your completion timeline. In this remaining time, your remaining work is too much. It is not possible to complete within that completion date. So you are going to advise them to have another completion date. You are going to push this completion date. Maybe your new completion date will be like this one here. You are going to add 1 month more to make it possible to deliver that project, right? So that is called revised schedule, in which your completion date will be revised, will be changed, right? So how do you think you are suitable for this job role? That is very important thing. So there are two general questions I'm going to give you the tips about, like tell me about yourself, like introduction. So never ever go with your plain introduction. Okay, my name is Engineer Vakas and I'm no. You have to be like a planning engineer. This is a technical interview. This is a technical job interview, right? It's not something like a shooting drama and psychological kind of orientation. No, you have to give your introduction as a planning engineer, as a future project manager. You have to maximum add your skills into your introduction, okay, about your skills and each and everything. The second most important thing, they are going to ask you, how do you think you are suitable for this job role and why we should hire you? The same thing. So you have to give them the advantages, because you are enough trained in the skills, in AI, in all those things which you exactly require to do your job in 100% efficient way, because these things we have to practice on and we have to respond. If you are saying, okay, I'm suitable because I'm living nearby area and I can arrive, no, they don't need your nearby area, right? So you have to give them a logical thing to think about, that they can hire you quickly, right guys? So please write in the comment section area. I hope this complete strategy is going to help you a lot to pass your planning engineer job interview. So don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to write in the comment section area.